Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Video for Nintendo 3DS, and this video is all about Duck Hunt Dog. You guys have been asking to see this one for a little while, so I've finally got around to doing it. Apologies it's taken so long, but this is going to be another one of those overview videos, so I'm going to run you through all of his basic moves in training mode, A moves, B moves, smash moves, final smash, all that good stuff like that. Then I'm going to jump over to a match so you can see him in action. So let's jump over to the character select screen and take a look at him. He's probably actually more correctly referred to as Duck Hunt because it's not just about the dog, there's also the bird here as well, and also the guys that shoot the guns as well. So, yes, anyway, Duck Hunt Dog, whatever you want to call it, here he is, and here are his variety of different colours. So, this is him in default colours, then you can play as the dog in black and the bird in grey, brown and blue, brown and brown, Labrador print, brown and brown again, yellowy kind of black colour, brown and red, and the default colours here. So, I'm going to play as him in his default colours and jump over to a stage and then get this started. So first up, if I zoom in, you can see this is what he looks like from both sides. So that's him to the right, to the left, and if I leave him to idle for a second, you can see the idle stance between both the dog and the bird. They don't actually seem to be doing anything at the moment, but there you go. They finally woke up. So that is Duck Hunt, both dog and bird. So let's begin with his A moves. Firstly, his neutral A. One hit does a kind of swipe with the paw, two hits does a paw hit and then a headbutt, and the third hit follows up with a kick. So that's his basic combo, but then if I do that up in front of Rosalina over here, and I continually press A, then the duck will get involved and do a series of jabs. Like so. So obviously I can use that to kind of apply pressure at the edge of the level. Then moving on to the forward tilt A, if I walk forwards, you'll see that the duck kind of gets ready to attack, and if I press A, then the duck will dart forwards. It doesn't have great range, but that is the forward tilt A. Then if I press down A, I do this little sort of like sweep where both the dog kicks and the bird also kind of does this sort of spinning round move as well. So that's just a low attack. Then up A, the dog will kick upwards and the bird will attack with its wings. So if I turn around and do it backwards, it does obviously attack from behind, so it's not actually that useful from facing the enemy like this, but it is obviously useful for juggling when they're in the air. If I dash, and I press A, then it's kind of like an extension of what I had before with the across A, only this time I go further. And the duck just dashes forwards and I obviously slide a little bit. Then if I jump in the air, my neutral A, I do a kind of cartwheel attack. So if I go over here and add that like that, I spin down and get a few hits on them. If I press across or forward in the air, then again I do this kind of sideways kick and the bird then lengthens my reach. If I press backwards, same kind of gig, but a backwards kick instead. If I press up A in the air, and then the bird kind of flaps a little bit, sort of hovers ever so slightly, and obviously does attacks at the same time. And then down A in the air will do your spike, like so. Then moving on to smash moves. The forward smash will the dog will bark and then trigger the gunman off screen to fire at this reticle, and the more it charges, the more the gunman fires. So if I do this over here, then obviously you get an attack like that. So that's got a moderate reach. Then the down smash does the same sort of thing, only this time it fires at both sides. So again, if I add a second one into the mix, then I can attack both sides, like so. And then an upward smash, again same gig, but this time the gunfire goes upwards and launches them into the air. So they are your smash moves. Now let's take a look at the B moves. If I press B, then I summon this explosive barrel, and if I continually press B, then the gunman off screen will fire at it until it obviously hits the enemy, or until it kind of explodes due to a number of shots being fired at it. So I can then do that again and fire it indefinitely up there, and it will then explode like so. Then if I press across B, I will throw out a clay pigeon, but if when doing this I throw it out and then press B again, the gunman off screen will fire at it, like so. So I can then wait for it to go a little bit and then fire at it at my destination. So I kind of have freedom to shoot across the screen. So that is obviously my range attack. Then if I press down B, I will summon an 8-bit gunman, and provided the enemy is within his horizontal range, so like so, then the enemy will fire at them. If the gunman is hit, then it will disappear, and similarly if the enemy isn't close enough, then the attack will miss. But I can then just summon him again, and he does a fair bit of damage. And then lastly, up B on my recovery, the bird will fly and carry the dog for a little bit until he obviously loses strength, and then I fall back down to the ground. But this does obviously give me a bit of freedom to move around, and I obviously do have quite a bit of horizontal movement with this one, so quite a good recovery. So they are his A and B moves. Now let's take a look at his final smash. You want to make sure you actually get the lineup correct for this one, because the birds need to fly in and collide with the enemy to trigger the effect, but then afterwards the gunman then fire a load of barrels and obviously the target, and then there's an explosion at the end. Then if I get up close and you want to look at his throws, then if I grab the enemy and I throw them backwards, does that. Going forwards, does that. Down does that. And up does that. And if I zoom in, take a look at his taunt. So up on the D-pad we'll do this. In fact, let me zoom out so you can actually see it better. Up on the D-pad we'll do this. Right on the D-pad we'll do this. And down on the D-pad we'll do this. So, they are all of his basic moves. A moves, B moves, smash moves, final smash, all that good stuff like that. So let's jump into a match and see him in action.
3, 2, 1, go!
So there you have it, that is Duck Hunt in action. That's all of his basic moves and him in combat as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, show your support, it does really help me out, and obviously don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming videos. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.